Good morning, my friends. Tony C. Davis here. Welcome to the Tony C. Davis Show. By way of Belivetv, I want to appreciate you all for coming in today. Listen, we had a few technical difficulties. We're actually supposed to have an interview with Miss Lakeisha Hamilton, the Billionairess out of Atlanta, Georgia, and having some difficulty on her end. So we decided to go ahead and do this by way of phone. You can actually go over to my page if you aren't already there, the Tony C. Davis Show, and check out the show. But anyway, again, Tony C. Davis here. I want to give a quick shout out to the Belivetv staff and also Mr. Jeff Adams, who does the Belivetv Weekly. So, Lakeisha, how you doing this morning?
I'm fine, Tony.
All right. I appreciate you, and really don't know what the problem is, but we'll work that out. We'll get you on here some other time. But you are the CEO and founder of, and I want to make sure I get this right, Lush, Profuse, Rampant Group, LLC, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, okay. Well, first of all, again, I appreciate you coming on the show. I knew that 2017 is going to be a good year when I was actually able to get you to come on the show. But again, a few technical difficulties, but we're going to make it do, as Ray Charles said, make it do what we're going to do.
There you go.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Rome, Georgia. Little country girl from Rome, Georgia.
Wait a minute. I did not know you were from Rome.
Yes, I'm from Rome, Georgia.
Oh, okay. We're just a few minutes away from each other then.
yeah, you're in Cedar Town.
Yeah.
You told me that a while ago. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, born and raised in Rome, Georgia. I came to Marietta like a little over 14 years ago, and I haven't been back since. So, like you said, I'm the founder of Lush Profuse Rampant Group, and I'm also creator and founder of Lush Real Estate Training e-courses, the online real estate training course. And I'm also an author of Breakthrough, A Light in a Dark Place, and a book called Palm. And I'm also, I can't forget that I'm a mother of three. So just to sum it up, that's a little bit about who I am.
Okay, that's great. Well, again, I didn't know you were from Rome. Well, let's go ahead with the interview. Now, how long have you been interested in entrepreneurship?
I started work when I was 14 years old. And I knew at a young age that I guess I would say I was a trendsetter. I didn't like to play by other people's rules, and and when I started work at age 14, I definitely knew that wasn't for me. But I used to watch the Cosby Show, and I was like, okay, if that's possible for them, I know it's possible for me. I know it was just a TV show, but the Cosby Show actually took me away from my reality. And, and I knew then at a young age that I wanted to do something different, to have something different. Wow.
And so that being said, did you grow up in an environment of entrepreneurs?
I would say yes, and some people would say no. My aunt, she was in real estate, and I liked the lifestyle that she lived. And I know a lot of people. I grew up, it was okay the way I grew up, but, it wasn't always good. But I've seen a lot of people borrow money and, had to struggle to get money, but my aunt was more like a lender. She wasn't a borrower, so I knew then that I wanted to have a lifestyle like she had. And I grew up in a rough environment, and the drug dealers to me, they were like entrepreneurs, and they really were. So, I liked the lifestyle that they was living. And it seemed like people that they got their money easy, they had it easy in life. But, as I grew older, I know, just like, watch my aunt, we see a lot of things that we see a lot of manifestation, but we don't ever see the struggle behind it, And then just like with the drug dealers that I saw, you saw a lot of how the flashy cars, they had the money they had, they had a lot of good things happening on the surface, but you don't know all the sleepless night. It's a lot of little different things that I didn't pay attention to. I saw it, but I didn't really pay attention to. I just saw the little glamorous life. But, that's basically what my entrepreneurs. That's what I call them, as entrepreneurs when I was growing up.
Well, since you didn't mention that, I just wanted to touch on the fact, you're definitely not supporting the way that the drug dealers made their money, but a lot of them don't, think about this. If you can run an empire that's illegal and do it that well, you could actually do a legitimate business.
Exactly. And, my aunt, she was the entrepreneur. She was a school teacher. She used her money. She worked hard. She used her money to get real estate. And now she was able to retire, at a young age and, just enjoy her life. But a lot of people were against her. They, she would live different, so they was against her. But when I saw the drug dealers, everybody praised them. They, they got their money differently, but they praised them. So, of course, I went to that life, and, when I had my son, when I was 13 years old. I had to let that life go. I was in it for a while, the drugs, I was in the drug game for a while, but I had to let that life go because I had someone to live for now. So it's like, okay, if you could make money, like you said, if you could make money illegally like this, you can do it legally. And that's how I do it in my real estate. You flip drugs, I flip houses now.
And I appreciate your honesty, because, this is what, this show is about, honesty and, showing people how they can rise up out of their circumstances, no matter where you come from, and don't be a victim, be a victor. So I appreciate your honesty.
Thank you.
So with that being said, you had a role model in a sense with your aunt, and you mentioned that some people were against us. Can you against her rather? Can you kind of elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, I think I'm more like she is now, because they were like, she worked hard for her money, and she used her money to get what she wanted. And she couldn't understand why people want to hang out in the street, live the life that they live, and, just cause problems the way that they did. And they couldn't understand why she couldn't understand them. So, if she rode down the street, they would harass her.
Wow.
And, it is so bad. And I was talking on Livestream the other day on my Facebook, and I was talking about how crap, the drug dealers, they're doing their thing, but they're still trying to get out. But they see her trying to get out. She got above them. And it was just like, okay, they ganged up on her, trying to pull her back down. But she didn't let it stop her. She just kept pressing forward. So I would say that my aunt was a big role model in my life. And as I look back on it now, I see that, that she was.
Wow. So, and I may have mentioned this to you a little while ago. What role did your faith play in, your business and where you are right now?
Let me see. It's Proverbs 4:23, I think. Proverbs, something like that. It's like out the heart flows life, or out the heart flows the issue of life.
Yeah.
And I think I got it a little wrong, but you know what I'm saying. It's Proverbs 4:23, 4:22, something like that. But if we listen to that drum beat that we have, and we had the courage to be wowed by that wisdom. The reason why I say courage, because how you get into a situation, not a situation, you're about to get somewhere, and you get a little scared. Your heart starts beating fast. If you have the courage to be wowed by that wisdom, you'll find your answer. So in my business, I try to find people who are they're in sync with my beat. We form a perfect perfect union, and and I try to get with those that they hear the same rhythm that I hear. I was at a good paying job, and a lot of people might have thought that I was being ungrateful, but I was grateful for my job, but that wasn't the rhythm that I needed. I'm an entrepreneur, and a lot of people, I sat down in the break rooms, and I walked around, see a lot of people, they enjoy their job, and then I think back on my aunt. I couldn't understand, why would you like working for somebody, and we spend so much time, we chase goals of other people instead of pursuing our own dreams. So that's what I saw in that environment when, I was working a 9 to 5. I saw people, chasing the goals of other people pursuing their dreams, and then they working hard. And the people at the top, I mean, I know they have problems too, because, you know, I'm an entrepreneur, also I'm a business owner, and, you know, I have trouble, and I have to, you know, do a lot to keep that business going, and I know they do too, but it's a lot of things that, you know, I just wasn't comfortable with, you know, like chasing other people's dreams.
Yeah. And I heard somebody say, if you don't build your dream, somebody will hire you to build theirs.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And just going back, you were talking about, I believe it's Proverbs 4:23, keep thy heart with all diligence, and for out of it flows the issues of life. I think that's what you were referring to. But anyway, you know, with that, all that being said, why did you choose real estate? And I guess your aunt had something to do with it.
Yeah, that too. But my mom, she had put me out before. And when I was a young age, and I was just like, you know, when I get older, I'm gonna have a lot of houses, and you know, it was that. I think it was that moment that I wanted to say nobody could ever put me out again. And then once I got older, it was like in 2002. I turned on the TV and I saw that, I forgot that guy's name.
It's been
not even around anymore.
Carlton Sheets.
That's him. Yeah, I was up late because I was.
That was me.
You know, that was you too. Yeah, I was doing the little 60 cent. I was mailing letters out. You know, they mailing back. You get like 25 cents. I was doing all that stuff. You know, just trying to stay out the 9 to 5 life. So I started carving sheep. And what he was doing, it seemed like, okay, it was so easy. Now I refer back to my aunt because she's living. She did real estate. So, you know, it was just like an aha moment. So I started off in 2002 as a bird dog. And what a bird dog does is, you know, they go out and find properties for other investors.
Yeah.
And back then, $500 to $1,000, that was some pretty good money, you know? So, basically, that's really how I started off. And, you know, I seen how fast it was going. And then what really got me into real estate, this one investor, he's not investing anymore. He was an older guy now. I'm not even sure he's still around. But even the deals that he did, by the ones I brought to him, he paid me like $5 to $10 for each deal I brought to him. So, you know, I was just driving around looking for empty vacant houses and getting as many as I could and just sending them to him because those $5 and $10 added up. So I knew then real estate was where I wanted to be.
Well, let me back up for a minute. So somebody had you being a bird dog. Mm-hmm. They were probably making pretty good money, but they were paying you $5 to $10.
Exactly. See, I didn't see it that way.
Yeah.
I did not see it that way.
Yeah, I guess. Again, that's not knowing. You know, you could have done even more. All right.
Exactly. Yep. Mm-hmm. And he didn't bother to tell me. I didn't bother to ask him. So, you know, right now, at this time in my life, I'm asking a lot of questions. How you do this? Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
You know, because if I would have asked those questions back then, I wouldn't be where I am now. You know, I'd be much more further along.
Yeah.
So I was bringing him good deals. I'm not sure how many he closed on, but I was hustling for those $5 $10 per deal.
Wow. Well,
only if I would have asked the question.
So what types of deals do you do now? Now, I know there are several different types of deals. Myself, I like wholesale. And from what I've learned, because I will be the first to tell you, I tried real estate years ago and had no clue what I was doing. You know, one of the guys that, you know, like you said earlier, you know, it looks easy, and it is easy if you know what you're doing. But if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have a mentor, it can mess you up. I didn't have a mentor. I went to one of those real estate classes. I said, I got this figured out, and I end up losing quite a bit of money.
Exactly.
So what types of deals do you prefer? All of them?
Well, yes and no. I love commercial properties. I love apartment buildings, and we're currently working on a hotel deal as we speak right now. You know, those are the types of deals that I like. And don't get me wrong, now single family is pretty good deals. You want to make some quick extra cash, you can go get some single family deals. But it's too crowded. You know, with the single family house, there's so many people trying to do it, and they're doing it wrong. You know, I see a lot of people, okay, you get it with no money down. They're not telling you the other part to that. And so there's so many people doing it, and I watch who I associate myself with. And, you know, so I want to just be different. You know, like I was telling you, I knew at a young age that I was different and I stood out. You know, I was a trendsetter. And, you know, I never did follow what other people did. So a lot of people go in that single family houses and they're scared of the commercial properties, the multi-family properties, the hotel, self-storages and all of that. But there's money in that.
Now, when you say the hotels and apartment buildings, are these some properties that you buy and hold, or you buy and flip, or what?
We buy and flip. I can't hold that right now. Yeah. So it's no such thing as buying real estate with no money down. I mean, there's some other scenarios you can do, but you're gonna put some money down. It doesn't have to be your money, but it's somebody's money. But you know, when you're dealing, like we're dealing with a $2 billion hotel right now.
A two, is that million or billion with a B?
B with a B. 2 billion with a B. And it was like the other day, my business partner, Robert Medley, he's one of those guys that he flow with my heart. You know, he has that rhythm that I have. So he's my business partner. He came up here to my house the other day, and, you know, we had to sign a master fee agreement. And then you look up at the top and you see that big number up there. You know, I say a deal isn't done till I have the money in my account. So
Yeah.
the deal isn't done yet, because anything could go wrong, and you have to deal. But it was just that aha moment is like, dang, this is real.
Yeah.
$1 billion.
Wow.
So it's real. And Tony, you gotta keep me in your prayers, because once we close this deal, you gotta watch what we say too, how we say it. But once we close this deal, I know I get a percentage of that, but I'm gonna turn $3 million into $1 billion. I'm gonna get $1 billion asset, so y'all really would be calling me the Billionairess.
Hey,
real soon. I'm gonna speak it into existence.
If you speak it out of your mouth, you walk with integrity, there's nothing that God will withhold from you. No good thing will He withhold from those who walk uprightly. So that being said, what could you offer somebody that was interested in working in real estate with you?
My tagline that I say is like, influence people to live the lifestyle they deserve. And you know how you have in real estate, the type of real estate that I do, I get control of that property, and then I help somebody else achieve what they need, the buyer, in that term. So, applying control to gain control of your life and using it to move forward is a way to communicate to others that, you know what you're doing, you know what you want, and you know how to help others achieve what they want. So that's how I feel like what I can offer to people in the real estate industry. And, we said earlier, I told you earlier, that a lot of people are doing it wrong. They're doing wholesaling and, they're doing it wrong. And I teach real estate because real estate is my passion. I live it. I breathe it. I love real estate. So what I can offer people is not only teaching you how to do real estate the right way, but I also can get you right, in contact with the decision makers. You get caught up in the daisy chain a lot of time in real estate. And a lot of people out here doing wholesaling, they really don't know what they're doing. And you like 4 people down the line, 5 people down the line from the seller, you could get caught up in a daisy chain and miss out on a lot of money. I know this because I did this. And, yeah, but, basically it's just like, I can influence people to live the lifestyle that they deserve. I didn't come up from the perfect upbringing. I had a bad upbringing. So if I'm like this, if it's possible for one, it's possible for all. That's how I see it.
So you also have an event coming up in toward the end of this month in Florida, I believe, Destin. Tell us a little bit about that.
Let me say this before I tell you a little bit about that, and it'll tie all up in it. But I believe that you can't be what you don't see, and it's a lot of people. We adapt to the environment quicker than we should, and that way, a lot of people, they adjust themselves in a situation rather than adjusting their situation to a dream that they have inside. And to that event, I try to have that event. It's in Florida. Basically, what you'll learn is about branding yourself, advertising, marketing yourself, and you'll do a lot of collaborating and positioning yourself. And reason why I said the other thing before, like believing in, you got to believe what you can't see. I chose that destination because a lot of people, we're at the Hilton, y'all. The Hilton at Sandestin Golf Beach and Spa Resort. It's a nice hotel. A lot of people dream to be there, and it's only a dream. So I chose that destination because I believe that you can't be what you cannot see. So put you in that atmosphere because we adapt to, the environment quickly than we should. So put you in that atmosphere, in that environment for a couple of days and put you in that hotel, just live the dream that you want to live. And I think, I know that, you're like, this is possible. This is for me. We'll talk about branding. We'll give you basically a branding, but branding, and we'll go more in that when we go to the event. It's more than just like graphic design. I think I put it on my Facebook page. It's more than graphic design. It's about who you are. You bring yourself, people buy into you. So if you can't see it, you can't believe it, how you expect somebody else to see it. It's a lot of people out here that's just like me. They, just like you, Tony, like you said, you didn't have, you got all those courses, but you didn't have anybody to help you. So, I want to put you in an environment with a lot of people that's doing a lot of different things. A lot of people may not like real estate. A lot of people may like network marketing. They might like, they want to be on their own insurance company, on their own tax company. I want to put you in a bowl with a lot of different people that's doing a lot of different things, and we do a lot of collaborating and networking instead of doing a lot of competing and, just being crabs and trying to pull other people down. And, it's not enough. If greatness can be achieved, I know Martin Luther King, a lot of people have achieved greatness. Excellence is not good enough. So you need to be around people that'll push you up,
I got you.
You need to be in an environment that can let you see that, okay, this is true, this is happening. So that's basically about that event. It's mostly about business, and get a lot of business people in the same room, same area, and then we just collaborate and we just inspire one another and help others get positioned to where they need to be.
Gotcha. Well, give us your contact information so people can get in contact with you. Also, your Facebook page.
You can reach me on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram at Lakeisha Hamilton. So you just Google that, you'll find me. And my contact information is Lakeisha at lushprofuse.net. And if you guys you want to come out to the event on January the 28th and 29th at the Hilton at Sandestin Hotel in Destin, Florida, you can register at www.TOB, that's T and Paul, O and Oscar and B and Boy, 2017.com. And you can also reach me by phone at 678-902-6734.
All right, Lakeisha, I do appreciate you. Again, to all of you, check out Lakeisha, look her up on Facebook and Twitter. And also I'll put some more information. Sorry we weren't able to get the video stream going. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what the problem is. We'll come back and do it again. But again, I appreciate you, the Billionairess, Miss Lakeisha Hamilton out of Atlanta, Georgia. I appreciate you for coming on, and you have a great day.
You too, Tony. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.